What is popping? It is episode 9. This is our 90-hour stream, so buckle your seatbelts up because we're going to record until the house dies.
You can find me in St. Louis, where they gonna play rain all day. Some got jobs.
What's popping?
This is episode 9.
I want that.
And we love that. Also, I just want to say, LA Laker, Darth Vader's, now and later's Wolves in 5. Okay?
Luka Doncic, Puka nonsense. Pick your mom up from the prom since I was 12. Wolves in 5.
Yeah.
I tried.
Big Luka.
No,
we're good. Luka's hard. Luka's a hard one to roll with. That's why I went with Austin Reeves and LeBron.
Fuck Luka. I'm gonna say it right now on air.
Wolves in 5.
So it's like an unhealthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to leave. I'm done with bro.
Wolves in 5. That's all I know. That's all I fucking know.
I miss Luka's thighs.
Yeah.
Booty felt like warm apple pies.
Wolves in 5. Let's go.
But Wolves in 5. Let's go. What's going on, fellas? I'm saying fellas because our podcast demographic is between the age range of 24 and 35, 100% male. So that's how we rocking. So fellas,
bros,
appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Hey, this shit is for the bros though. Like, why would bitches tune in? For real.
Have you seen it? Oh hell no! There's a fly in here.
They would tune in for us.
They
That's
tap
one of the
that
bros.
tuna.
Leave them alone.
You know what I'm saying? The bros tap in. The shorties tap the tuna.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe comments like that probably keep us from the female demographic, but also I don't really give a fuck.
Fuck them.
Because ain't nobody got me like my bros.
Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5.
Also, man, we've been getting some love on TikTok. Somebody commented today. Can you go to?
Hey, somebody talked in today, and
can you go to our TikTok account? I want to make sure I get bro's name right. But he was like, "This is why this is the best podcast because they talk about shit we all think about."
Okay.
And I saw that, and I was like,
I love this fool.
Oh man, it's on our last video.
Okay. Let's see.
Then you know who I'm talking about. Oh boy, there's always.
There's some funny ass comments on here though. The first one, funny as fuck. This is the best podcast, and it's because that's bada boom bada bing.
Shout out, bro.
Hey, shout out bada boom bada bing.
You know what I'm saying?
We fought with you.
We fought with you.
For real.
And then the other dude was like, what is the
podcast about? He said, hey, what is this podcast about? Some dude named B. Willis.
The other one with he said, what's the return policy or whatever?
What's the return policy on the podcast setup? He said, your aunt came and set it all up for free. I don't really know what the price or return policy is. When you talk to her next time, let us know.
Yeah. Also, so speaking of people like that, I got this dude at my job. His name's Eddie. He always wears his headphones with his little beanie hiding the headphones. And he always comes up to me like, yo, hey, that last episode was fire.
For real?
Like he works and listens to the podcast. And he pulls up on me. He's like, it's kind of weird watching you and listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
And I started going like this. Anyways, it was funny for me.
Yeah. I will say that's fucking amazing, though, just to get the kind of reaction. Like, because, for those of you who do not know, I don't really control most things about, like the comments and everything.
Enjoy a nice Heineken Zero.
So, I'll tap
sponsor
in.
of the podcast.
Face ass. But I'll tap in and shit. You just can't. Hey, yeah, man, that it's cool for like when I go look at it, and I see like this, when I see shit like that, like, bro, it genuinely makes me happy. But it's like a different kind of happiness. Like we talked about it. It's not like a music success. It's just so like foreign and like, dude, we don't do shit. It's like, oh, you like me for me.
Praise for cutting up.
You like me for me type shit.
For hanging out. But just that comment, like, this is why this is the best podcast. I was like,
no. Hey, first merch drop, bro, gotta get it for free. Send a pack.
Chill. Bro, gotta get it for free. Bada bing, bada boom,
bada
baby.
Bing, bada boom. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, let me switch this up.
Let me get a little nim and nim.
Little nim and crack open an egg. There might be one in there. There's eggs all over the place. What's that? What's it gonna be?
Oh, it's a Milky Way. Milky Way, we're good on that.
I got the penis M&Ms and then the regular ones. Yeah. And you know these. Bro, so okay, look, these.
The penis M&M is crazy.
The eggs hit way harder than the cups.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Nah. Let us know. The eggs, the fucking Christmas trees, the pumpkins.
You know they got sued? You know Reese's got sued for the pumpkin one?
I need to switch. This is hot. Keep talking.
Well, I'll let you know. Reese's got sued for the fucking Halloween in all his glory. I didn't know I was chilling with Saving Private Ryan over here. What the fuck? Your shit look clean though, boy.
Not cleaning a bit. What you talking about?
No. Damn. Why'd you do it?
Just tired of it. Tired of dealing with it. I just want to wake up and go.
For those of you who do not know, I'll go back to what I was saying about them getting sued. Well, actually, they got sued because their fucking pumpkin Reese's had the eyes cut out and it wasn't exactly like the package said it would be. So the loophole was false fucking claiming and shit like that, and they got sued for a lot of money.
Hey, I'm all for these people suing corporations over bullshit. Like the lady that spilled the coffee on her lap and got a bag. Fuck it.
Hey, Red Bull got sued because the drink didn't give you wings.
Fuck it. They can afford a lot. Like I would love to find some little like fucking loophole in some company and just get a fucking bag.
You know what I would do? I would go back in time if I had like a fucking time machine.
Get me a little snack pack. I brought you a spoon in case you want one.
Thank you. Also, I don't really eat that much sugar, guys.
But
unless I'm about to work out. But yeah, fuck it. It's a day after Easter. I might as well.
Now you know you gotta.
But yeah, man.
This is where my skills originated. You know what I'm saying?
This shit hella gay, ain't it? He did that while he was watching Fight Club.
Nah, what? Tyler Durden.
That's why he got his haircut.
Tyler Durden got me feeling dirty. What do you say? Tupac.
Anyways, man, love your haircut.
Thanks.
What a surprise.
What a shocker. My head's cold.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, guess what happened to me though?
Today.
Fucking sad dog hours, bro. You know my belt buckle, right? Mm-hmm. For those of you who do not know, I have a belt buckle that I fucking love. Other than my rings, it's probably my favorite piece of jewelry.
Love or loved? Because it sounds like something happened to it.
With a D. With a little D. Anyways.
Loved.
My fucking turquoise stone fell out.
We hate to hear that.
Broke in half, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Lifetime warranty. Clocks and Colors, by the way. I hit up Clocks and Colors, expensive ass, and said, hey, what's up with the warranty? I need a new one. I'll send this bitch back. But you can't be having stones falling out within 6 months, fool.
I think I caught it.
Swear. That'd have been crazy. Anyways.
What'd they say?
No, that's normal wear and tear. That isn't, our warranty isn't covered by that. I'm like, you cock smoker. Okay, but tell you what. Sell me the fucking stone. Can you sell me a stone and I'll glue it myself? I'll buy the stone. You ain't gotta give me shit. You ain't losing money. Just let me get another stone.
Normal wear and tear. What do you think you're doing? Beating bitches with it?
Pootie Tang? Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Now, you did buy the Pootie Tang edition. That is a normal wear and tear.
Dude, that shit pissed me off. They said, I know you're upset about this, but maybe we could recommend you going to a jeweler or... And I was just like, okay, bitch.
Recommended jeweler.
I'm gonna pull up on the jeweler like, hey, I got some what the... Put a turquoise stone in here for me.
When I get some money, some monions, I'm definitely getting the turquoise grill. Maybe not the full front, but like...
Yeah, that dude shit was crazy.
That shit was tough. For those of y'all who don't know, turquoise is like... That's my shit.
Alias, one of his many.
Turquoise Tony. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big up the
turquoise Tony, man. Big up the turquoise Tony. Wolves in 5.
Yeah, Wolves in 5. Yeah. So there's that thing.
That fucking sucks. Yeah, so I'm pissed about that.
I also think that speaking of jewelry, you should have to retest for your license when you turn 60 or something. We can't just have these fucking old ass people out here. I was picking up my daughter from school, and there's this dude just trying to get over. So I honk at him. He moves, Same thing the dude behind me. I'm just watching him in my rearview mirror, just trying to cut somebody off, and then I let him catch up to me because at that point I'm like, now let me look at bro.
Yeah, let me see what bro got going. Yeah, man.
I'm like, he does not need a license.
We can't be doing that.
We should retest for licenses.
No.
License? Is it
a license? Your license?
My license. Show me your license.
Also, I passed my motorcycle test, so I will be on the road very soon, and it will become part of my personality.
It already has.
Thanks. I'm about to be like Ryan.
Oh,
Gosling.
man.
And Behind the Pine. You seen that?
Behind the Pine.
Work
it out.
That's what the movie's called, Behind the Pine.
Work it out. Think about it.
Behind the Pine.
Beyond the Pines.
Hey, Behind the Pine sounds kind of more harder.
That sounds like some freaky shit.
Nah, that's just that's the rapper in me.
You know, like
Behind the Pine, it rhymes. You know,
they had the fucking
Wolves and Five.
They had the pornos. They had like Spider-Man and like Spider-Man.
Yeah. Beyond the Pine.
Behind the Pine.
Behind the Pine. Well, you've seen it then, apparently, because you know about the fucking title. So yeah, that character's got to be a top 5 character in all movies.
It's hard to be that good of a character with no dialogue. Like to be able to act that well and not say shit.
Yeah,
speaks volumes for.
He's a fucking psycho.
Ryan
when
Gosling
he walked in the bank, get the fuck on the ground. His fucking octave went up, like really in distress. I'm like, that's one of those films where you watch it once and you're like, it's good, and then you watch it again, you're just like, this is fucking. Then you let it sit for a while, and you come back and you're just like, dude, this is really fucking good.
For me, it's one of those movies that like, I've talked to you about this before, but like as soon as it's over, I'm like, fuck, I wish I could watch that for the first time again. Like erase my memory, let me watch it again for the first time.
Eva Mendes, fine ass in her prime,
all trashy too,
bro. And you know we love them trashy. Well, I do personally. Yeah. You?
I like them quiet.
Good
Helen
luck.
Keller.
Yeah, good luck.
She flew
Fly
a plane,
but you're blind and deaf. You like one of them. You like
Wolves
them
and
overachievers. Yeah. Wolves and Five.
Helen Keller.
Yeah, no, I love my bitches trashy, bro. Always have. And that I love when Steph does her shit fucking blonde, bro. Like bleach blonde. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite shit. And then she'll go back to natural, and it's whatever. I like it all. You know, I don't discriminate.
But you want that like platinum with the roots.
Yeah, I want that
showing.
platinum fucking yank your shit while I'm hitting from the back.
Like shorty,
That's
like
my
shorty
favorite.
on My Name Is Earl.
Bro, I like little mini skirt. Okay.
Plastic skirt.
Yeah, crew. You know, crop top with a motherfucking belly out, blonde fucking hair. A trailer park queen, if you will.
Little beer belly.
Nah.
Dirty fingernails, greasy hair.
Yeah, it's not me too much.
Drug addiction.
Nowadays. Anyways, Wolves
7
and 5.
kids, 10 different baby daddies.
Wolves and 5.
Wolves and 5. So they recently posted a Mount Rushmore of R&B.
Yeah. Hold on. This dude actually been wearing a fucking hat and hoodie. It's hot as fuck out here. This dude wanted to conceal his fucking
identity,
fresh ass fade.
I wanted to surprise you.
No, I like that.
So y'all see this?
You look like the dude on the left.
We got Kels. Okay, we got Usher, Michael Jackson, R&B. I don't know. And then we have either Keith Sweat, Chris Brown, or Brian Pumper. I don't know who the fuck that is.
It's supposed to be motherfucking Chris Brown, but I'm gonna be honest.
That looks like Brian Pumper. You remember him?
Yeah, it looks. None of these fools look. Even R. Kelly look different. If it wasn't for the damn braids, I wouldn't know who the fuck it is.
No, he looked like Shannon.
Look at Usher,
Keller.
little creepy ass.
It's not in
there.
the back like, hey. How do you feel? You're the R&B guy. How do you feel about
R&B.
How do you feel about this?
I don't like it. I don't like it. First of all, R. Kelly ain't going on no fucking Mount Rushmores, period. You ain't fucking hella young ass girls. Bro, he was with Aaliyah when she was young, and we're all just like, it's cool. It's Hollywood. His old ass shouldn't be on nothing. He got some good ass songs though. I ain't gonna lie. But that's all the credit I'm ever gonna give him and say what he has. Fuck him. He don't get to be on the Mount Rushmore. There's one. Usher, he's on there. Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. My son loves Michael Jackson more than anybody watching this fucking podcast.
But is he R&B?
He's pop. Pop
so
all
he's
day.
not on, so he's not on there.
Nah.
And then Brian Pumper.
No. And then Chris Brown also beats bitches. Why is the 3 of the 4 people on this list got hella suspicious activity up with them?
Well,
Michael
4.
Jackson got claimed, he was touching kids. I don't really believe that. I've seen a lot of things, but whatever. We know Chris Brown beat the fuck out of Rihanna, so I don't fuck with Chris Breezy. And R. Kelly, we know fucks young ass girls, bro. So he's not on there either. And Usher
is up to something.
He's got herpes, but that's not a crime. He got burnt up. Shout out him. I got family members with herpes. I ain't gonna say that. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, shout out him.
Don't fucking wink at me like that.
Hey, it's all new,
Well, y'all let us know about the list, man.
Wilson 5.
Yeah.
I would tell you what I'm gonna do. I would tell you what I'm gonna do for my Mount Rushmore of R&B.
Talk to me.
Ooh, I shouldn't even have started it, bro. I shouldn't even have fucking started it, bro. But if I'm being honest with you, my fucking top 4 R&B singers, and I always want to go. Now, this is mine. This is strictly mine. Okay? This is just mine. But here's what we got to do. We got to put Maxwell on that bitch. That's just my opinion. I grew up on Maxwell, Also, Sisqó's going on mine. And I know that is absolutely absurd to some people, but Sisqó's one of the greatest singers of all time. Then I could put Tyrese on that bitch. I'm putting Tyrese on it over Chris Brown.
She getting busy out there.
No, she eating a goddamn cat. And then Luther. Why Luther ain't on that bitch?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Right? So that's a good list. Tyrese, Maxwell, Sisqó, and Luther Vandross. What about Ronald Isley? Actually, no, I could do a fucking way different list. I was just popping them bitches off. That list that you're looking at is buns. That's not legit. Plus, we shouldn't give motherfuckers be idolizing horrible people all the time. When are we gonna just be like, we don't fuck with you. We don't care. You beat the fucking brakes off Rihanna. We don't like you. Hey, R. Kelly, you mad weird.
But she hit him first.
She hit him first. Yeah, and he beat the fuck out of her.
Beat the brakes off of her.
Nah, bro. Like, I got a daughter and shit. Fuck all that, bro. I'll just kill somebody. But also, fucking R. Kelly fucks regular bitches. He can't just be like, I didn't know her age. Or I didn't know this and that. It's like, bro, you knew.
That's
at
what you're
least
into.
A couple of them bitches. Right? There's a difference. That's just his fetish. That's what he's into. Now he in prison singing for fucking commissary. Bitch ass dude. Anyways, yeah, that's mine. That's my little list.
Okay. Speaking of, god damn.
They blessing? I'm gonna hit them hoes in a minute. Follow me.
Speaking of celebrities, something I've something I never really understood is like when you see people online hating on celebrities' kids, like, oh man, they never had to work for nothing in their life.
Daddy's money. Daddy's money.
That's the goal. I don't want my kids to do this.
I don't want my kids to do shit. I want my kids to actually be so spoiled. They're like, hey.
Like, you can instill morals into children without making them get a work ethic.
That's just broke people being broke.
I'm broke and I don't want my kids to.
Yeah, you're broke, but you don't be doing broke shit. That's just broke shit. That's just like broke mentality. It's just like, it's like the victim mentality. The victim mentality is why motherfuckers stay broke their whole fucking life, bro. Because nobody wants to do anything to fucking change it. There's a million ways to make some money, bro. Why the fuck are we... Bro, we be out here doing all types of wild shit. Breed a dog. Shoot a podcast. Drop a track. Perform a whoop-de-whoop. Do a workout video. I mean, there's a million things motherfuckers
Breed a
be
podcast.
doing,
shoot a dog. I mean...
Yeah, bringing a trap. Fuck, don't clip that one. Because that'll go fucking... Woo-woo. Anyways... Inside joke for you fucking weirdos.
But yeah, stop hating on rich people's kids that's the what you. So you want your kids to be miserable like you?
Yeah. Or just stop worrying about anybody, period. Like, if you focus on yourself more, you might have it figured out, big bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in your 30s and you follow the Shade Room.
Yeah, like gossip. Like, oh my God, did you hear about?
No. I don't give a fuck.
I did hear about it, but I'm trying to figure out why the fuck you telling me about it, boy.
Or
keep that shit to yourself. Focus on you. Get your money. I had to tell a motherfucker the other day, act your wage, bro.
Act your wage, pussy.
Motherfucker had the audacity to say something about me behind my back. But you know how I am, bro. I have a really hard time not speaking on something that I know. It's like impossible. I'm just like, well, it could be 20 people and one of them can like sneak, like say something. And I'm such a fuck it. We got to go, you know, that I'll just walk up knowing damn well me and whoever I'm with, probably you, we're finna get jumped today.
Fuck it.
You know? Hey, but also you ain't finna just talk shit, my boy. Now I say that to say I'm not a hard ass. Neither are you. But we don't tolerate disrespect because we have kids, bro. And I do not want my kids to be walking around with their daddy while everybody's thinking, oh, his daddy's a bitch. That makes him a bitch. That makes her a bitch. You feel me? Your reflection. I'm going to lead like this. You can't speak ill on me like that. And my kids can walk around knowing that their dad's not a bitch, which means they can hold their head up a little bit too. So on and so forth. I'm dropping fucking jewels today, ladies. Just kidding, ladies.
Lady and gentlemen.
Not even. Hey, I'm dropping jewels, gentlemen. Also, fucking Frito pie was busting right before we started this bitch. Bone apple tea and them M&Ms got me going. I'm feeling righteous. Wolves in 5.
Feeling righteous. Lakers might not like this. Wolves in 5.
Stop playing that, boy.
Tariffs.
Hey.
It's crazy because last week you wanted to talk about it and then somebody at work was like, hey, y'all should talk about tariffs.
Bring that shit.
And I did see somebody that said, I don't know a lot about tariffs, but I do know that my dick is about to tear if I keep tugging on it like that. And I'll be tugging it.
Hey, what I will say,
and I
bro,
saw that and I got so fucking pissed off. I was like, why didn't I fucking think of that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know anything about tariffs, but I know my dick is gonna tear if I keep tugging on it.
Yeah.
Like that's right there in your face. That's like music. You hear a certain song or a certain bar, a certain verse, and you're like, oh, you motherfucker!
Like,
I could have.
You beat me to it,
motherfucker.
Hey, let's talk about tariffs real quick, bro. Let's just glaze over it.
We are political scientists. So
he is. I actually call him for every single historical or political event or opinion that's needed, or education. I'm not a seminar. Call him.
He's gassing me up. I'm not 100% versed in this. I do know that people are scared, dramatic. Well, if we raise their prices, they're gonna raise ours and raise and raise and raise and raise and raise. It's like that's the fucking point. It's chess, baby. It's like if you're gambling with somebody and you're trying to get them, you're throwing dice, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get bro and his little ass money off the table. All right, bet 20 for the next roll. Like, well, I thought we was throwing for ones. Like, nah, it's 20 or nothing.
Yeah.
We're trying to get these people the fuck out of what we got going on. So we can start creating jobs here, relying on our own shit. So they raise the price, we're gonna raise the price. Raise. It's gonna suck. It's like a Band-Aid. Hurts when you rip it off, but
you ever notice how most of the people that had tariffs put on them are like doing cease and like let's talk about it. Everybody trying to pull bluffs except for China. China, believe it or not, has hella issues that because the thing is the media is making you afraid. They're telling you things in one direction, one way. It's either going to be like a more right-wing based information source or left-wing, right? Depending on what it is. You rarely see a neutral that's going to give you both sides straight up.
Yeah.
Right? So with that being said, a lot of these fucking things are making you think, oh, fuck, we're screwed. America's money's not worth shit. We're not shit no more. Everybody with it. Da-da-da-da. No. We're still big, bro. There's a reason why motherfuckers want us to be cool with them. People want our money regardless of what all the media says and the news sources and everything. And China has huge fucking issues on their hand, bro.
Yeah.
Property issues, major, bro. Like, there's all types of shit, bro. And also, bro, the older I get, I think the more patriotic I get. I wouldn't say patriotic because I'm not patriotic whatsoever. I know that you are, but yeah, bro, I'm not patriotic, bro. But I tell you what, if it came down to like, you got to fight for your country or whatever, I'm doing that just for my kids' future. That's it. It's not so much because of America, but I mean, America is fire, bro. And everybody's like, there's a dude that's like, he got arrested in.
But it is for America because your kids are.
Yeah, in a sense, it is right. It's just a different form of
patriotism. Doesn't necessarily mean like, yo, I'm holding down
America,
my government. Like, yeah, no, it's your people.
Yeah. People always think like the grass is greener, bro. And this guy in the UK,
my boy, the grass is green wherever you water it.
True, but this guy in the UK just got arrested for hanging a Palestine fucking flag out of his woman's hospital room, right? Out of his hospital room, right? Out of his wife's hospital room. She has stage 4 cancer, so they're all up in there, and he hung his flag, just trying to get his little shit off, right? The cops arrested his ass, bro. It's all documented, right? So motherfuckers are like, oh yeah, I'm moving. You know, you ever notice every person that says they're gonna move, if something happens, they don't fucking move?
Yeah, bye.
Because they know it's America, pussy. Fuck is you talking about? Where you gonna go?
Yeah, where you gonna go?
Where you gonna go? Norway?
Where they speak fucking French?
No, for real, bro. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, fuck out of here. I would go to Mexico though. If I have kids or nothing, no wife or nothing, I'd be like, because you want to know why?
Wolves in 5?
Nah.
Oh.
Yes, but nah.
Why?
You know why?
Because you're from Spain?
Half Hispanic, baby. Oh. Wolves in 5. Yeah.
Half Hispanic, fuck Luka Magic.
Oh, Wolves in 5.
There we go. See, we
Shannon Sharp, Hannah Montana's heart. Louis Vuitton scarf, Wolves in 5.
Lakers fans quieter than a pigeon's fart.
Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 6.
Hey, yo.
Let's be realistic.
That's not realistic.
Speaking of cleaning up, like we're trying to clean up the government. I was mopping the floor the other day. They should make like, I don't know if they do. If they do, let me know. But they should make shoes for mopping, not shoes that mop.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hate taking my shoes off and walking through the wet floor. And then, or you just wear your shoes and then the floor's dirty again. Like, I need some kind of footwear to wear while I'm mopping.
That'd be a great invention.
I'm sure they have it. I'm sure it's a thing. But, you know what I'm saying? Just something I can put on my feet while I'm mopping.
Great, because sometimes, like, what I'll do is I'll walk around with the little rags underneath my feet.
Yeah, or like you
Pine Sol, and I was like,
you mop backwards so you don't walk through it, and then you have to like sit and chill, let it dry.
You don't ever put that underneath your feet and you like walk around like boop, 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 boop. Like spot mop kind of.
I used to do that when I worked in this kitchen. I was a dishwasher. I would rubber band. Oh. Rubber band.
Rubber band, man. Wild as the Taliban.
9 in my right, 45 in my other hand.
Wolves in 5.
But I would put towels on my feet, and I would just mop the floor with my feet.
You smart. Hey, you real ingenious, my boy. Hey! Star Wars. Are we litty or no?
Yeah, it's up.
I'm so excited. Taking Brian. Yeah, we're going to go see Brian. I mean, we're going to take Brian to go see Star Wars in theater, episode 3. And it's
the 30th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
That's crazy.
I know. 30 years.
Nah.
Think so?
Can't be. I had a Darth Maul cake when I was a little kid, bro, because it had just came out.
Well, I mean, you can still have it. Doesn't mean it.
I'm telling you, big bro. Can't be 30 years.
20 years, maybe?
Maybe 20. Probably 20. That sounds about right. Nah, gotta be more. Yeah, probably 20, actually.
2005, 15, 20. Yeah, 20 years. 20-year reunion.
Hey, bro, tried me, didn't he? Sometimes he be trying to. Sometimes he be dropping eggs. You know.
Sometimes I be dropping eggs. Sometimes I be dropping draws.
You know what? I have a really good idea about what we can do in the future. we can record. I don't know if it's a pain in the ass, but we can record with phone on top of it. Camera for the longer view because you said it's better. Then we'll have the camera view right underneath it, which can be for the close-ups. So it's going to be crisp either way you watch it.
That sounds like somebody who does not edit the videos. Because that sounds like a pain in the ass. Doable, but...
Yeah, but all the love we're getting, why the fuck? Good.
Yeah, they're loving our blurry
hard work
videos.
is getting fucking...
Oh, that's the egg. I was like, yo, who the fuck?
Hey, who the fuck? Hey, yo, whose mans is this?
Get a load of this guy. But yeah,
son of a bitch.
I was listening. We talked about Judd Apatow a couple episodes ago. Okay. The guy who did all the movies.
Oh yeah.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yep.
Superbad. Yep. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Heavyweights. So I listened to. He was on a podcast. Two Bears, One Cave.
You don't say.
And what happened to just comedy? Like just comedy. Movie wise.
I don't know, bro. People fucking suck.
Like
man.
You don't see like they put comedy in movies, like the Avengers, like there's some funny scenes. You know what I'm saying? But like there's what happened to like just funny movies?
Straight up.
Just a comedy.
I don't know, bro.
Like Marvel just really took over the game.
And then they left.
No, they're still putting bullshit out.
Let's talk about that, bro.
Madam Web, Morbius.
Has there been any good ones?
The Spider-Man joints.
Spider-Man Saving Grace.
Deadpool and Wolverine was fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like all this, like the Shang-Chi, is that what it was called? Buns.
Immortals.
Madam Web, buns. Immortals, buns.
Guardians of the Galaxy, fire.
No, that's yeah. But that's still in.
I had to pause that movie, bro. Rhythm was crying so fucking hard.
Oh, with the fucking animals.
She was crying so fucking hard. We had to pause the movie. Like she was having a hard time. And Steph's little cold-hearted ass was like, "She's fine. It's just a movie." I got pissed. I said, "Turn it the fuck off! Like, what are you doing?" Our daughter's having a meltdown about these animals dying, and you're trying to be like tough love.
Speaking of tough love,
but she knows because she's a woman.
I picked up Ari had her little Easter egg hunt at school today. So she's all lit with her friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when a kid's in play mode, it's kind of hard to snap them out of play mode.
Oh, for real.
So I pick her up, and she ain't listening to shit I got to say.
I don't blame her.
I tell her every night, like, "Hey, look, it's time to eat. We're not playing. Let's eat our food, and then." You know, we can play afterwards.
Yeah.
I walk off. My son's little table sits on top of the table and they eat together. She's pulling his feet and pulling the whole table towards her, and like they're throwing chicken nuggets all over the place. I'm like, "Hey, stop.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. It's not playtime. It's time to eat."
Yeah.
Boom. Right back at it. So I'm like, "All right, bet." So she comes home with her little basket of eggs and she's like, she's like, "I have an idea. How about every day I get to take an egg and then open it and then eat what's in the egg. That way I don't eat all of them at once." I'm like, "That's a great idea." So I told her, "Look, no egg tonight." And she's all hurt. I'm like, "You didn't listen. There's consequences to your actions. No egg tonight. You're not listening to me."
Damn.
Broke my heart. But,
Damn.
You know, you got to stand on business. And then I'm like, "All right, it's time to get ready for bed. Go put your pajamas on." 30 minutes go by. I hear they're in the room cutting up. I'm thinking they're just having fun. I walk in there. She's just in her underwear. No pajamas. Just sitting there on the floor. I'm like, "Dude, put your pajamas on." And she's like, "Well, I just want to have fun." I'm like, "Put your pajamas on. Go out. Come back in. No pajamas." I'm like, "No egg tomorrow." And she's like, puts her pajamas on. And then she goes and brushes her teeth. And she comes to me and she's like upset. I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, starts crying. "I just wanted to have fun." And I'm like, "I understand." I was like, "Why are you upset?" And then she's like, "Well, I'm upset because I got in trouble. Can I just have an egg?" And I wanted to be like, "Of course, go get a fucking egg." But it's gonna reinforce that behavior. Like I said something, it breaks my heart, but I gotta stand on business and be like, "No, this is what I said is gonna happen. This is what has to happen." Because if you fold, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, okay, bet I can just keep doing this, and I'm gonna get what I want regardless."
Yeah, you're a great dad. I personally, It's so hard. It's actually, I wouldn't have been able to do that with rhythm. I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have done it. I couldn't do one egg and I couldn't do two eggs. I couldn't do it. I can't do it with rhythm, bro. Like, and I'm working on not siding with my daughter over my woman because that's fucking horrible to do. And I know it is, so I try. And I try to have Steph's back in front of them or whatever. But, dude, I couldn't do it. Rhythm is just like, but if it's Brian, yeah. It's, big bro. You good. I know what you're capable of, right?
Do you think that would cause some sort of resentment between the two of them? Like, nah, he gets whatever she gets whatever she wants, but I get in trouble?
Yeah, I don't know. But Rhythm does get punished. It's usually just from her mom. She usually kind of takes control of that. And I kind of take control of Brian, and that's just how it goes. Right? And it's because since Rhythm was born, it's been like that, bro. Like, if she would cry as a baby, I would fucking run to go get her. Or there's pictures, plenty of pictures and videos. You probably remember them. Mm-hmm. Me sitting on the couch where I'm just like dying. And everybody's asleep and Rhythm just wide awake. And it's just always been like that, bro. But, the good thing is, and I can't say this enough, bro, she's an amazing kid. She's a great kid. She's a straight A student. She's on the school committee. She goes to sleep early because she wants her rest to be ready for the STAR test when she had it. She's like, I'm going to sleep early tonight. And like, she does everything she needs to do. She does her fucking chores without talking shit, talking back. She does get a little snappy and like emotional, but she is fixing to be 10, and apparently hormones kick in sooner for girls, so it's going to be a wild ride. And if she's anything like my mom, then apparently it's going to happen sooner than later. And you know her, bro. I mean, she does everything I need her to do, bro. So it's like, she's grateful for everything she gets. She's a nice kid. She's not like all this, but she's mean. Like, she's a genuinely nice kid. She takes care of people. She's not a fucking mean person. She's just like, I don't know, damn near perfect kid, bro. So I'm lucky, because then it might come down to like no, I'm not, and I'm not saying nothing about Peanut, but that, for me, like, I'm grateful that I don't have to enforce those. But when I do, I usually leave it to Steph.
Yeah, see, with my situation, me and my wife work opposite schedules. So I'm alone with the kids and she's alone with the kids. So True. I don't have that, like, no, you do. It's like, no, these are both, I got to hold it down. So, and I just don't want to reinforce negative behavior. Like, no, I'm going to tell you not to do it. I'm going to tell you not to do it. I'm going to punish you, but then I'm going to fold on my punishment.
You know why that's going to be good, though? Is because I feel like for you, it's going to have like that traditional dad and mom relationship, right? Because we both know Louisa can be a lot more lenient with things, right? Like a lot of women are, And when dad, so it's like, I think it's gonna translate to, like, when they get older, it's gonna translate to when you're like, put it down. Yeah. They're gonna be like, okay,
say less.
Yeah, both of them. They're gonna be like, okay, dad, standing on business. And then when they're with their mom alone, they might be a little bit more like, come on, right? So it might have like that traditional parenting feeling, which is also fucking dope, though.
I mean, it sucks, like, to sit there and watch her cry and be like, I know I could stop her from crying if I just give her this fucking egg, but if I give it to her,
no, you're doing good, bro.
She's eventually gonna be like, no, I can do what the fuck I want because he's gonna fold.
I mean, look at Brian. We always like, early on, letting Brian get away with shit. You're grounded for the day, and then later on in the day, I'll be like, all right, bro, you can play your game. All that shit, I'm telling you, that shit added up, bro. He was crying the other day, real fucking tears, because I made his ass do bench press, boy. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about, I'll be on his ass. I don't give a fuck about them tears, boy. You think any of us care about them tears? Do you think something's going to happen? Like, we're going to get down there and be like, are you okay, my baby boy? No, quit crying, lift the weight. You sick or tired of getting your ass thrown around in school, kids punching you in the stomach and fucking slamming you? You're doing jujitsu, but if you're not strong enough to throw them off you or grab them and twist they shit, then it's all for nothing. You're going to have some big fucking kid that's way bigger than he should be. He's going to see you're a mark, and you got a mouth. You like to talk a lot of shit, and you undersized, bro. So we got to make sure you're strong enough to break somebody's ass in half. He's like, you wouldn't understand what it's like to be skinny. Steph started laughing. I damn near put her ass in a motherfucking triangle hold. The fuck is you laughing at, Steph? She said,
no, this is how you do it, boy. Watch.
Yeah, she said, your dad was skinny as hell when I met him. And that is true. All I ate was Xanax, beer, and fucking...
Breakfast of champions.
Yeah. Chicken wings, bro. Like, daily. That's all it was. So, speaking of Mitch, you remember when you took that fucking ecstasy and you fucking threw it up because you were all hungover and you reached into the toilet and said, oh, I need that. And you popped it?
Proud of that. Proud of that moment.
Me too, bro. I thought about that shit earlier today. Legendary.
Proud of that moment. We were all fucking hungover in the hotel. I had popped the XO. It's like, no, this will get me right. Went and threw up.
Yeah.
And then looked in the toilet, fished around in my throw up, and peeled that pop out.
Pop that pill and pop that pee.
You hear me? And it got me right.
It did, and I love that moment. That's one of my favorite Tony Dent moments. Do you have a favorite moment of me with inebriation? Is there one that stands out that's like up there? There's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Let them go through the library.
Favorite.
It ain't gonna be a favorite. It's like one that stands out. Like you popping the pill when you threw it up and you're like, oop. Like that's top tier. Or when you were doing blow in the car with that bitch at one of our shows. And she was like,
I told her.
Bro came back like, what's up? We good?
I was telling her I was on the run. I was making, when you're on coke.
Yeah, no.
I was making up all kinds of stories.
He was a motherfucking bandit, boy. He was out here. I'm on the run.
We was at a show, and then there was this girl was like, I got coke if anybody wants coke. And I was like, yeah.
That's my sign.
So she's like, all right, what's in the car? And I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm straight business with it. She's like, so like, what are you doing after this? I was like, not kicking it with you. I got what I needed.
Yeah.
What you thought this was?
Bitch, you fucking thought it was.
Thought we was going to be here cuddling? I came for the bag, pussy. I'm out.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'm finna get...
And then I came back and ate them fries off that random table.
Nah, Wolves and 5.
Ate them fried Wolves and 5. I would have to say, it's not like you did some off the wall shit, but I remember when we were on the way from Austin to San Antonio, and I have a picture of it, so fucking hungover, and you were leaned against the window with that little tiny bottle of Jameson, and you were just like hoping that Jameson would get you right. Fuck. It was like the little bottle like that, and you kept just like,
did it do it?
And you were like, I'm so fucking hungover, and we were like, huh? Like banging on the fucking seats and shit.
Yeah.
Good times.
Those are the homies.
Good times.
Good fucking times.
Speaking of homies, the Masters just wrapped up. I know you're not into golf, but
I'm about to say, what the fuck is the Masters?
Some of our viewers are.
Okay.
And you gotta really understand, like, Tiger Woods.
Yeah. That guy.
Is that fucking guy. Like, what he did for the sport of golf. I'm gonna lace you up. He brought, like, noise to the PGA.
All right.
Before it was real.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. Okay, here he comes on his approach to the ninth hole. He's got about a 10-foot putt. Let's see what he can do with it. Like that type of shit. And everybody.
That's just peaceful.
When Tiger Woods came through, motherfuckers. As soon as he fucking.
It's Tiger Woods!
As soon as he tees off, the whole fucking crowd goes nuts. And of course, the OG golf enthusiasts hated it. Like, this is a gentleman's sport. He's ruining the sport.
We don't give a fuck, bitch.
Nah, he brought golf into
suck my dick. How about that?
Into the homes of just your average Americans who otherwise would not give a fuck about golf. And yeah, he fucked a bunch of bitches and ate some pills and ran his car off the road.
We've seen worse.
Does that now let that be a football player, a basketball player, something like that? Nobody cares. But it was the PGA's one chance to be like, see, we told you he's not a gentleman. So they banned him from everything, all that shit. But now, bro's back in the mix.
That fool John Daly, had to go look him up. That fool John Daly is a beast, bro. I watched some clips of him, but that motherfucker would for real party.
Nah, on the course.
Yeah, and then bust your ass. But they said that he was very hit or miss. There'd be some times where he's playing like a really, like, oh my God.
See, his thing was, his short game sucked.
Yeah.
Like putting and shit like that.
Yeah.
So he could drive the fucking ball. Like if it's a 4-par, which means you got 4 strokes to get into the hole.
Yeah.
He would just fucking get on the green on his first drive. That way, if he sucks at putting, he just knock it around a little bit still.
Yeah, they did say it was inconsistent. Would you agree?
Yeah, because he was either
high or drunk.
High or drunk or hungover or didn't sleep the night before. Like, there's a documentary about him, and it's a fascinating. Like, to this day, he's still fucking
parties. But I heard he's really sick though. He's like diabetes and all types of shit. His body's like, hey yo, we're barely hanging on.
He don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't give a fuck either, bro. Also, side note, just real quick before I forget, I wanted to say the same because it is so fire. I watched interview with Mel Gibson on Joe Rogan today.
Mm-hmm.
He said one bar and it was so fire. And it would have been better for me to say this earlier when we were talking about tariffs and shit and being patriotic. But Mel Gibson said, man, do I love the warrior but hate the war.
That's fire.
That is fucking fire. So a bunch of people are like, "Ew, as a vet, as an army vet, yada yada, that is forever the best line. I love the warrior, but I hate the war." We're all like, in fact, we love the warrior. Everything he stands for,
Yeah.
But boy, do we hate the war.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like interviews with vets, like special ops and shit like that.
We're all fucked up.
There's this one dude, he's talking about like, he's like, I think a lot about like the people that I killed when I was over there. He's like, when I've been friends with this guy, like, could we have had a coffee and joked and laughed?
That's crazy.
And then I think about like, well, why did I kill him? Like, well, I killed him because he pulled a gun on me. Why did he pull a gun on me? Because I was in his bedroom at 2:00 in the morning. Like any normal man would do, of course he's gonna pull a gun on me. Yeah. But I did what I had to do in that situation. I took his life before he took mine. Yeah. But what kind of guy was he? Was he funny? Was he clever? Like what? I don't know what kind of guy he was. Like if the war was not a thing, would we have got along?
Yeah.
But like
that's fucked.
He's like, I think about that a lot. Like all the guys that I killed, like, who were they?
I just watched this interview of this FBI undercover, bro, and like I said, this biker shit's become part of my personality. So like my fucking algorithms are just forcing that shit down my throat. But this fucking oh yeah. Anyway, so but so this undercover federal agent, bro, he fucking infiltrated the Outlaws back in like early 2000s, like 2002, 2005.
There's a Charlie Sheen movie based off of that.
Really? Well, this guy, it was another Joe Rogan interview, imagine that. But anyways, he infiltrated him, right? And it took him a long time, and he was a federal agent, right? He got really close to a guy named Sean, I believe, right? Now, Sean at the time was a foot soldier, just putting in work. They were getting along, right? And he's had all types of scares, like where they stripped him naked and checked for the wires and all this and that, and he just never got caught, right? And basically, at the very end of this 3-year, he said by the end of the 3-year, bro, he was losing his fucking mind, bro. I do know that movie. Yep.
Beyond the Law.
Yep. So he was losing his fucking mind after 3 years. He wouldn't talk to his fucking wife about shit. He would come home every once in a while and he would lay his kids to bed. You remember Donnie Brasco? Mm-hmm. One of the greatest movies of all time. So that's based on a true story. So that federal agent, Donnie Brasco, right? Whoever that agent was, he was in the same situation where he was in for so long that he started losing his shit. He's the reason that the FBI makes you get mandatory checks, mental evals and shit. If it wasn't for him, that wouldn't even be a thing.
That's like in Gangs of London. They keep checking on bro. Like, hey, are you good? He's like, I'm fine.
In the beginning,
chill.
yeah.
Leave me alone.
So anyway, so this guy is fucking with the Outlaws for 3 years and some change, right? His homie Sean, who was a foot soldier at the time, who he got really close with, they were like this all day, right? He becomes a big dog. Now, right before the feds pull the fed, and they're like, the feds pull the guy, and he's like, hey man, you can't go fuck with Sean or the Outlaws no more. You're fucking off of it, bro. Like you're losing your mind.
Hold that thought. You're losing your mind. You can't pull him off.
Uh-huh.
What is that fucking it's a TV show. It's Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey True Detective.
True Detective.
That episode where he goes back to his biker homies and he's like, all right, he does all the coke in the car. He gets all fucking lit and he's like, I got to play the part.
Yep. Ooh, cool. I could rewatch all that shit. Have you what? Okay.
That new season's garbage with the two ladies.
I love that. I love that
they're
one.
All fucking suck my pussy, boy.
No, that shit was hard. I love that shit actually. I disagree.
Continue. But yeah, that episode where he's like, I gotta go back with these biker homies. I gotta get in character. Does all the fucking blow in the car and shit.
So that's what this guy had to do too, though. He had to he was there for like 3 years and some change, bro. Think about that. Every day you're with the fucking outlaws, like in their fucking prime, like in Massachusetts or whatever, Boston, like crazy. But this is what's crazy, bro. And this goes back to what you were saying about what kind of guy was he? Would we have been a friend? This and that, right? So Sean and the agent got very close. They pulled the agent, said, you're losing your mind. You've been in too long. We can't greenlight it no more. We're pulling you. So the agent did everything on phone. He set up one more big bus where a bunch of outlaws met up with his people over the phone, got a bunch of bricks and some guns and shit. Busted his ass, right? So after the sting went down, the agent gets a call from Sean. Sean's a big dog at this point. He's a president of that chapter, right? He's up there. He calls the agent. He's like, hey, man, just so you know, such and such got arrested. I don't know the details. I'm just laying down. Just barely heard about it. The agent's like, damn, what do you know? He's like, Sean was like, I don't know anything, bro. I'm gonna call around and see what happened, and I'm gonna let you know. The agent's like, all right, man, well, shit, just, give me a ring back. All I did was set it up, as you know, da-da-da-da-da. Just let me know. Sean said, I got you, bro. Before he hung up, the last thing he said was, hey. The agent said, what up? Sean said, I love you, brother. And the agent was super close to him. Mm-hmm. So he would go to his house and shit and play with his kids and shit.
Yeah.
So he sat there and he felt like his chest was just being ripped open, right? And he was like, I love you too, bro. Hung up.
Damn.
Sean didn't know that the fucking feds were about to kick his door in 20 minutes and take his ass to prison, which he got Sean got like 20 years or whatever. And he's out now and a bunch of people are in and out by then, But yeah, man, it goes back to what you're saying. Like, would we have been friends? What kind of guy were you?
Yeah.
Could you imagine being a fucking federal agent who infiltrated a fucking operation like Banditos, Outlaw, whatever, and you get so fucking close and your homie climbs the rank and he's a fucking big dog and you almost lose your life a couple of times because they almost catch you and you're playing a double agent, losing your mind, trying to balance your life.
That's like the Infiltrator.
Yeah, or Donnie Brasco.
With Bryan Cranston. He infiltrates the cartel, and he becomes real close friends with that dude.
Yeah,
and
So he said, "Do you know what how to explain what an undercover is?"
Do I?
Yeah, he's like, "What's the term? Like break down the definition of undercover." Right. So he does a seminar like this. He's retired now. So for agents, he does this when they're training. He said, "What's the definition of undercover?" And
he's
everybody
retarded now.
Retired.
Oh.
But right, so he says all that and everybody has like you're pretending to be someone, and he's like, well, obviously, well, what is the definition of it? And everybody's giving like their definitions like we would think of, and he says, no, what being an undercover is, I'm butchering it now because I can't remember, but it's he said being an undercover is I suck for this. I had it too. I was rolling, y'all. Fuck, it was so player, bro. I wish I would have remembered, bro. Anyways,
y'all let us know.
Fuck him and what the fuck they got going. Fuck the pigs. Fuck 5-0.
Yeah, fuck them.
But no, that dude is pretty cool for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You remember his name?
I can look right now.
You look right now. While you're looking, I've been seeing a lot of like celebrities, athletes, musicians, actors. Like someone will approach them and like, hey, can I get your autograph? Can you sign this? And they're like, only if I can personalize it. The thought process behind that is like, if you have a personalized signature, it's not worth anything. Like no one's going to buy, like I got a Nolan Ryan signed baseball.
Yeah.
But it says to Tony, best wishes, Nolan Ryan. Now I couldn't sell that unless I sold to somebody named Tony.
That'd be crazy.
So the whole idea for these celebrities is like, well, I don't want you selling my signature, so I'll sign it for you only if you let me personalize it. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like because then it's genuine. Because you don't know if something's genuine, bro. Like, I think if somebody wanted a fucking his name's Scott Payne.
Scott Payne.
Yeah, the agent's name is Scott Payne, bro. He did 25 years undercover. 3 of them was with
I'm gonna look that
Outlaws.
up. Yeah, so how do you feel about these celebrities only signing autographs for people if they can personalize it?
I love that.
I hate it.
I love that because why the fuck
are you? Why do you care if I want to get a little money? It's not. They're not taking the money from your pockets.
That's like bots buying shoes. Like, why the fuck do you care if I bought the shoes? And it's just like,
well, that's a little different because they're buying it with they're buying it so no one else can buy it.
They're buying it with the intent to sell it for higher, just like an autograph.
Right, but an autograph you can sign 1 million. There's only so many shoes. So if you buy all the shoes, no one else can have them. He can sign all the autographs. He can sign as many autographs as he wants. But you as a millionaire, why the fuck do you care if I get a little bag off your signature? I'm not taking the money from your pockets. I'm just trying to get a little, like, why the fuck?
It's just not genuine, bro. I feel like it's not real love. It's like, oh yeah, you want my autograph because you love.
Yeah, because you want to get a bag.
Yeah,
bet that. I'll sign 10.
I'll be like, go get your money.
If it's gonna put money in your pocket, give me a whole booklet of pictures. I'll sign all of them. Go get your money up.
Nah, honestly, nothing's free in this world, and I would look at somebody and I would just tell them like, nah, go sell some waters, bro. No, hell no. Just do Joe Rogan Outlaw Undercover. Yeah, that's him right there.
I bet. I'm doing this.
Show his picture online. I wish I knew. I wish I could break down what he said about undercover and the definition, the true definition of it. And it's crazy how he words it. And anyways, but yeah, bro, fucking personalized autographs is cool, bro.
So
I prefer it.
You're famous.
Yeah.
I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
Hey, can you sign this for me?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna be like, I don't want you to make any money, so I'm gonna personalize it so you can't sell it.
I'll be like, bet. What's your name?
No,
just say Love Ominous.
No, I'm saying like you would make sure that I couldn't sell it.
I mean, I personally wouldn't really care like that, but I also don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I don't really know. I can't speak because I'm not a celebrity, so it's hard. It's always easy. It's just like being mad at someone's rich kids, right? It's like you don't know until you're there. I don't think I would have a problem with it, but at the same time, I understand both sides. Personalize it because then I know it's real. Because what I fucking hate is when people hit me on some shit in the DMs and they're not really genuine, right? Or they really don't fuck with me. They're just trying to they got an angle. They want something. And it's just, I hate this snake behavior. So it's like, oh, your name's Joshua and you want me to say whatever? Fucking tight, bro. And I love you. And I hope that you know that this means a lot to me. Because I don't sign everybody's shit because it loses value. Like Earnhardt Jr., remember? Mm-hmm. You get the whole picture. We talked about it.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect you as the celebrity whatsoever. If your signature loses value, you're not making money off that signature.
Yeah, no, I know.
So it doesn't affect you.
Right, no, it doesn't. But
so if they want to get a little bag, fuck it.
But it's also, I don't know. It's like, it's like, for me, I'd be like I just said. It's just like it's not genuine, bro. It's like you want now. If you came up to me and said, "Look, I'm trying to make $300. I can sell your fucking autograph for $300. Will you help me?" I probably would be like, "Yes." That's like a homeless man saying, "Hey, I need $10. I ain't got it." But if he's like, "Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get a cheeseburger and a 6-pack. I'm gonna use that money on this and that." I'm more likely to give you the money. I'm not saying I will, but I'm more likely to give you the money than you being like, hey, can I get a bus pass? And it's like, fuck you and that bus pass, right? I'm not stupid. So like that's kind of like my mentality on it is probably like, yeah, I want to know it's real, bro. Like you want to know it's real, but if someone does say, hey, I'm trying to make some money, bro, let's get it. Help me out. Help me hustle my shit up. I'll be like, bet. But if they're like, oh man, I fucking love you, dude. Oh yeah? Hell yeah. Dude, fucking Eliza, son. It's like the first song they Googled. Fucking best. And like, but then it's not real, bro. Then it just feels like, what are you doing? Like you're mad weaselly. Like you could have just said, hey, you feel me? It's just like the fake love thing. And I'm really bad about that. I hate feeling weird and I hate people saying they love me when they don't and like shit like that, bro. I hate people that try to use people. That's the same reason I haven't done any songs with any of these guys that I know from like TikTok and shit, bro. Other than Lit Frank, but like, you know, like I haven't hit up anybody else on some let's do this, you know, on some piggyback shit. Is because like I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like fake love or like, you know, I could easily do a song, hey, me, Tony, and you, me, Tony, and you, me, Tony, and you. You know, we could do all these fucking songs, but it wouldn't be legit. It'd be like, hey man, I fucking love you, and then it's like, don't talk to you anymore after I drop it.
Yeah, after I get my feature from you.
Yeah, it's all the same. But at the same time, it sounds like I'm totally against it. I'm not. Like I also don't give a fuck like that either. I would sign some shit and not make it personalized too, cause like right now, like I just signed a fucking shirt with my name on it for this chick that wanted the merch, and I fucking signed it. I didn't say to such and such. I just signed it and sent it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. You always ask me these questions that get me going, but I don't really know how I would feel. But I respect your opinion, and there's no right or wrong answer. And I think it's easy for us to say, hey, we're not going to sign Richard's kids personalized because we want everybody to get a bag. But then it's like, also, if we were both sitting there at the table and it came up like, I fucking love you guys, and we're just like, yeah, and they're just like, yeah, episode 3, and it's like, we say something about it and they're just like clueless, and they're just like, oh, you fucking bitch, you don't even fucking know us. You want to just get our merch so you can fucking flip it? You feel me? You would be a little tight. And I know this fool. Don't let him lie to y'all. It's cool shit. This fool hates being a little broed, and that would be ultimate. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna my hard work. You're gonna try to flip and make a 20.
No, I get
me?
that. What I'm saying is, if someone says, "Hey, can I get an autograph?" My response is not going to be only if you let me personalize it.
Oh yeah. Nah, I mean,
I'm just gonna sign it.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually,
you want to hang it on your wall? You want to sell it? I don't give a fuck.
Hey, when we get to the point that we're signing that many fucking autographs,
but if you come up to me like you're saying, like, "Hey, I love you guys," and then clearly just like,
yeah, I wouldn't be like, "You want my autograph?" Bet I'm personalizing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Bitch. Maybe I don't want to fucking personalize. Maybe I would have got it personalized. Pussy, you know. I don't know. It's all weird, bro. Everything's circumstantial, bro. Everything in life, right?
Everything's circumcised, dog.
Yeah, everything's circumcised in life. Wolves and 5.
Everything's circumcised in life. Wolves and 5s. So you're aware of the Voyager spacecraft?
Katy Perry?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Long time ago, like back in the 60s or 70s.
Oh, it's not?
No. Okay, they put together
shout out Katy.
They put together like a greeting package, kinda, I guess. Yeah. It's a gold plate.
Okay.
And there's like
some Star Trek shit.
It's all in binary code. So like any intelligent life form can decipher it.
Okay.
And there's like there's some songs on there.
Fire.
There is like a sample of like human DNA, like the double helix. It pretty much like describes, it's like a press kit for the human race.
Yeah.
And they just sent it out.
Oh shit. Okay.
In the hopes that some intelligent life form would find it. Ooh. And then respond back to us, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going where you think I'm going. We haven't heard shit back yet. There's a bunch of, remember that movie Contact?
Yeah. Ooh, so
that's what that's
good.
about. They find the Voyager spacecraft and they get a response. That's what that movie's about.
Wow.
But
with the little tentacles.
What I was thinking about was the song they put on there was Bach's song. Bach. I don't know how you say his name. The pianist.
Yeah, Bach.
That they put his song on there. So like, after we all die, and the Earth is gone. That song.
Wow.
Is forever. Imagine being that artist.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to know what song it is.
It's Symphony number 69 or some shit like that. But yeah, just like imagine like when the Earth
like Requiem for a Dream or something, just like in space forever. That wasn't Bach, but
Voyager 1. What was on it?
Whoa. That's so interesting. There's one other thing I want to ask you because I know we're getting pretty close to wrapping this up. How long we been at this?
We are on an hour and 4 minutes.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Golden record. Yeah, so they sent out this gold record.
Wow. We're gonna put this all on screen for y'all too.
It has I'll make this bigger.
You gotta play with it. If you play with it, it gets bigger.
Chill. So it has all this shit on there that's in some kind of, I don't know if it's binary, but it's some kind of code.
What is it? Binary?
Like zeros and ones?
Yeah. No. It's just how you said it. It was hella gay.
But so it has all this shit on there. So if an intelligent life form found it, they could decipher and be like, oh, there's a planet out there that has life and this, that, and the third. They send us, let's send them something back. But that song's on there. And that just has always been like in my head. Like, imagine being that artist. Like once the human race the earth is gone, exploded, burned by the sun, that song is immortal.
Yeah, immortal, bro, forever. Wolves and 5. That's amazing. Since we're talking about like crazy shit, today I was watching, and I am not religious. Neither are you. We are not religious. He used to be super religious. I was pretty religious. Neither of us are either now. This conversation isn't necessarily about that. But with that piece of information being said, just know that what I'm about to say is legit a question, and scientists can't fucking prove it. And there's always these little things in this world, bro, that always make you be like, argh. That's why I can't say 100% what happens. Mm-hmm. There's a thing called the terpene. Let me see what it's called.
The Maryland terpenes?
Terpene.
Fear the turtle. Turpentines?
Shroud of Turin. Is it Turin?
The Shroud of Turin.
Is it Turin?
Yeah, the cloth that was over Jesus' face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They said they don't know how to explain it. There is no fucking.
That's our first guest.
No, for those flies get on my fucking nerves. There's no paint.
Mm-hmm.
There's no dyes. Mm-hmm. There's no burn marks. Mm-hmm. They have no fucking idea.
They can't explain why there's a face on that.
They have no idea how it could even be done. Mm-hmm. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's for those of you who do not know, would you like to explain to them what it is?
The Shroud of Turin is it's the cloth that they covered Jesus with when they put him in the tomb, supposedly. But this shroud does exist, and
they dated it back to over 2,000 years ago, tying it to the timeline that Jesus died, obviously. And bro, isn't it so fucking crazy? Like, there's always these little things, right, that always make you be like, motherfucker. It's like, dude, why the fuck does it have to be so good? Where it's like, ooh, let me find out. I don't know. I personally don't believe in certain things, right? But then every time I hear shit like this, I'm just like, you son of a bitch, you got me. Mm-hmm. You got me pumping the brakes a little bit. You know? What do you think? Talk to me. Tell me. I'm curious. You used to be fucking going to church, my boy.
No, religiously, if you will.
Yeah. My boy really about that. So I'm trying to hear what you think.
I think people are gonna think I've talked to you about this though. Yeah. I genuinely, like, no bullshit, I genuinely believe in this whole ancient astronaut, ancient aliens idea.
Yeah, I do too.
And that could explain why they can't figure out what the fuck it is, because it's some kind of technology that. Now, could Jesus have been a real person? Probably.
Yeah.
There's way too many accounts of him.
Yeah. We know Jesus was real.
For him not to be an actual.
In the flesh.
Fleshly being that was here. Now, was he human? Maybe. Was he an extraterrestrial? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I used to watch that, I still do. Like, sometimes I'll just throw it on in the background, Ancient Aliens. It was just like some entertainment type shit. Yeah. But then when I found out how the theory was brought, I was like, that kind of makes sense. So they had this, and we'll close on this. They had this this plane. I'll make it real simple. He had a route. He would go from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Dropping off cargo or supplies or whatever it was. His plane had a route, like a truck route.
Yeah.
And he would always go over this tribe that was I don't know what the word they use, like untouched or something like that.
Amazonian shit. Yeah.
No contact with the outside world. They don't know that we have computers, and they think they're the only people basically.
Yeah.
Now, when he would fly over, they would always like throw rocks and shit, and like didn't know what the fuck this plane was. And then after so many routes, the pilot noticed that they built a shrine like out of sticks and shit that looked like the airplane. And every time he would fly over, they would like pray to it, like pray to the shrine. Like they thought that this airplane was some kind of god to them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just an airplane. So then the theory goes back to, what if Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, all these gods were just extraterrestrials that visited Earth, and they didn't know what this technology was.
Yeah.
So these are the gods. And they took every description in the Bible of God coming. Yeah. They said he arrived with sounds of thunder and visions of fire. And he left with fire and thunder. Like that sounds like a aircraft coming and going.
Yeah.
But they don't know what an aircraft is, so they have no other way to describe it.
That's really good, bro.
And I heard that, and I was like, that makes just as much sense as.
Think about like ancient hieroglyphs that have these people on there
that look very similar to space travelers.
Yeah. Or they have elongated heads, and it's like, I mean, these things are fucking old, bro. Like 10,000 years old.
And even like to break it down in its most simplistic form.
Yeah.
It's like, this is, if you presented someone who didn't know what technology was with technology.
Yeah.
You could really finesse them into being like, nah, like if we travel back in time with like a cell phone, motherfuckers would be like,
I'll rule the fucking world.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I did see a comedian.
Theo Von.
No, not Theo Von. Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm so, word for word, I don't know what he said, but he's like, I'm so fucking dumb. Like, if I were to travel back in time, I wouldn't change shit. I'm like, hey, man, so in the future, we're going to have like, devices where we could talk to each other from like across the world. And they're like, how does that work? And he's like, like satellites and shit. I'm like, what's a satellite? And he's like,
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back. Like, he's like, I think if I went back in time, I'm so dumb I would not change shit.
I think that
but I think that's just as believable as God sent his son, who's also him at the same time.
Yeah.
With his sole purpose was just to die. That way we could have eternal life. Like, that's just as believable as that.
Yeah.
But it goes against religion, so it's like, no, that's stupid.
To think that Okay. Two things I want to say. One is, why the fuck have we not have another invasion or visit that we know of? I don't want to hear no Pentagon ass shit, stories of this and that. Why have we not seen nothing that's like?
In my opinion, I think, so the Anunnaki, documented race of people. The documented race, not like Jesus.
Right.
Documented.
Yeah.
They just disappeared one day off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
There's no evidence of it. Like, there's no they just disappeared.
Right. Left everything behind.
All together, all at once.
Okay.
Now, in the there's a book that was removed from the Bible called the Book of Enoch, and they talk about the Anunnaki, and what the Anunnaki were, according to the Book of Enoch, was an extraterrestrial race, gods that came here to harvest gold. Now, this was back in like the 40s when they didn't know gold was very, very valuable in space travel. It helps deflect the heat rays. I'm dumbing this down. It helps deflect the heat rays from the sun. Like, when we send satellites out, we coat the satellites in gold.
Wow.
That way it doesn't get burnt up by the sun. But in these books, it says that they created the human race to harvest gold that was here on Earth. They got all the gold they needed, and they dipped. Now, mind you, I'm dumbing this all the way down.
Yeah.
It goes into way more detail.
I prefer it this way.
So they said that and you look at like drawings and depictions of the Anunnaki, they're always bigger than everybody else.
Yeah.
They're always more powerful.
Elongated heads.
They're always worshipped, shit like that.
Yeah.
and they have like wristwatches on and these these drawings and shit like that. But that's the whole idea. Like the Anunnaki, we know there was a group of people called the Anunnaki, and they just all at once disappeared.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
So that goes by to your question is, why haven't we seen them again? Because they got what they needed. They made it. Like, remember the beginning of Prometheus?
Yeah.
That fucking like pale guy like breaks down, and that's the whole theory of Prometheus is aliens came to Earth, created the human race to have as slaves, and once they were done with us, they were like, all right, you're good. That's why they invented the alien from the Alien movie to kill off not Earth, but on that planet. They sent the alien that they made to kill off that race of people. And they dipped out, but one of the aliens was on the ship, and that's how we got the whole Alien series. That's why I love that series so much.
I fucking love it too. I wish they'd bring back a third part
because it's essentially like an ancient aliens movie.
But the new remake was fucking gas.
Romulus?
Yeah, Romulus was fucking gas.
Yeah, but those first three, Prometheus.
It was only 2.
I think there was 3.
I think it was just Prometheus and then the other one. Anunnaki though, yeah, I still picture the motherfuckers up here. I don't agree with the whole like we're slaves. Like they didn't create us to be slaves, I don't think. And if they did, well, hurry the fuck up, come get us. Let us see what's up. So then my next question before we wrap it up, bro. Well, actually, you answered it earlier. Yeah, I think we're aliens. I think
so. They were
beings are aliens.
Back then, when they did cave paintings and shit like that.
Yeah,
they were known to not. They were known to depict things extremely accurately. Yeah. They weren't like making stories up and like how we like write fantasy books. And,
facts.
Like when they drew something, they drew it as they saw. They were historically accurate. So you got shit like, you know, like in Egypt, they got men with dog heads and shit like that.
Explain
it's like
that.
Well, they explain it as like, oh, that's just they're telling stories, but they're not known for telling stories. They're known for depicting things exactly how they were.
So explain it.
I can't.
Motherfucker.
I wasn't there.
Thought we were gonna fucking have one for y'all.
But that is a really good book, The Book of Enoch.
I'm not gonna read it, but that is fucking lit, and that's why I fuck with my boy because he brings that energy that I don't necessarily have. If I ever have like a conspiracy that I'm thinking, sometimes I get a little wild hair and I'm like, conspiracy, and I'll call him and he'll be like, yup, let's go.
Think about it like if we were
he's still going.
If we were taught from birth something completely opposite of Jesus.
Yeah.
And then there was these little guys, these conspiracy theorists like presented Jesus to us, we'd be like,
suck my dick.
That shit sounds made the fuck up. But just because we're taught that from birth, it's like, okay, that's probably what it was.
Yeah, man. I think
indoctrination, pussy.
I think everything's crazy, bro. I think Christianity's not even as old as the human race, and there's actually religions that are older, and there was religions before us that people no longer you know, it's gonna be never ending, bro. It's forever gonna be changing, bro. Like,
yeah, it's
always like in a fucking 1,000 or 2,000 years from now, like, oh my god, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna fucking be dead. Like,
in 1,000, 2,000 years from now, they're gonna dig up all this fucking shit and they're gonna find your new favorite podcast, Richard's Kids Podcast, and they're gonna worship that shit like y'all worship God. We love y'all, man. This has been episode 9. Happy motherfucking late Easter.
Partner.
It's time to go. My boy's yawning.
Hit that fucking subscribe. Share it to your homeboys because we know no women watch this bitch.
Yeah, don't
so share it to your bros. Hit that fucking subscribe. We love y'all. If y'all wants to talk about something and give you our genius input on it, go on ahead and type that thing up down there.
Yeah, and y'all want us to talk about something, let us know.
Yeah, facts. And before I let you go, do not forget,
Wolves in 5. Peace. We love y'all.